Welcome to your daily dose of hope. I'm Phyllis Nichols, and I'm glad you're here. Today, I want to talk about what we choose to let in, because we can't always control what happens around us. In fact, we really can't control that. We can't control other people. We can't control events outside of us. We can't control the weather. We can't control world events. The other day, it reminded me of this because I was watching a video about marketing strategies, and towards the end, the speaker started to talk about some other people in their industry in a less than generous way. And what felt like an informational video started to feel like kind of a gripe session and accusations and even a little bit of anger or resentment from the presenter. It took me a few minutes to realize that I was uncomfortable, and I quickly recognized that it was also just a total shift in energy from the beginning of the video, and the energy from the speaker had totally changed. And that, in fact, was what was kind of causing this uncomfortable feeling. My feelings are my responsibility. And that's when it hit me. I have more control than I think over what I let in, what I think about, what I read, what I watch, what I scroll. The spaces where we show up as a consumer, like a consumer of content in particular, and a contributor matter. I know I can't be the only person who's seen something on social media and quickly started to fire off a reactionary response, often feeling righteous about pushing back on something that we found to be objectionable or wrong or maybe mean spirited. I almost always delete those and I don't post them because in that moment of self righteousness, it also occurs to me that if I do, I'm also contributing to the noise and the negativity and the shouting and the anger and the hurt. And I don't want to do that. So if your mind feels heavy or you find yourself reacting and not liking how it feels, take a look at what's feeding your thoughts, not from a place of judgment, just awareness. Try replacing 10 minutes of noise with something that nourishes you, like a podcast that's uplifting, or reading a book that you enjoy, or taking a walk. A lot of times, doing something physical is the easiest way for me to shift that. Hope isn't something that we find, it's something that we nurture, and it's something that we protect. And choosing what we let in is a great way to start. This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, Women's Voices Amplified.